Hey there, Stevie.
Hey, Dustin, how you doing this fine day today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing doubly great because I'm so thankful that we got together on our microphones to talk about the things that we're thankful about for this very, very, very special holiday Thanksgiving special.
It is going to be a doozy. We thought we'd come to you guys a little earlier than we normally drop an episode to give your ears a little Thanksgiving turkey stuffing cranberry joy for that drive to maybe the in-laws, maybe your parents. Just something maybe you can step aside into the guest bedroom and pop in the earbuds, and
No. They don't even have to step aside to the guest bedroom. This episode is going to be so squeaky, family-friendly clean. You can put this on for the whole family to listen to, preferably around the dinner table. We're only going to be talking about things that'll make the mashed potatoes taste better, the turkey taste more stuffed. Talking about things that are going to help you get stuffed. You know what I'm talking about.
Making me hungry, man. You are making me hungry. So, Steven, while we are imagining this station wagon driving down the highway with windows down in that brisk fall weather with your...
I'm imagining people freezing to death.
Yeah, what are you thankful for? Let's talk about what we're thankful for this first annual Thanksgiving special.
First up, Dustin, the very first thing that I am thankful for, Yongnuo. I'm so thankful for those transmitter receivers. Dustin, I have lost or broke several of those things this year, and they're just so cheap and easy to replace. I don't even worry about it anymore. It's fantastic.
Would you see your guys' gear? Like, would you guys switch all of your flashes to Yongnuo?
No, not the flashes, just the transmitters and receivers. Come on, don't be crazy here, Dustin.
We got to look like professionals still. I mean, come on, Steve.
Yeah. I've actually seen a few of the photographers who listen to the show been monitoring their Instagrams, just really creeping on them hardcore. And I've seen a lot of them posting photos where I can see like a shadow in the background where there's like a flash and definitely a Yongnuo transmitter receiver on that flash. And I'm like, yeah, they're getting it. Yongnuo owes us money.
Royalties.
I mean, I think you buy those transmitter receivers for like, what, $25 for two? So... we should probably be making at least 2 cents off of every single one of those sales.
That'd be nice. That would be nice. However, I'm still thinking about going pro photo, but that's conversation for another day. What else, Steve?
Dustin, what are you thankful for this year?
Oh, man.
No, we're going to take turns, Dustin. We're going to go back and forth. This is give and take,
little
baby.
volley. I see what we're doing here. I am thankful. This isn't even a piece of gear. I'm going to be... You know, it's going to sound cheesy, but I'm super thankful for my wife. She has just endured a lot this year, from the 47 or so weddings we did. We just had our last wedding this Saturday for the year, and it was a long year for her, being that she works a normal job as a doctor during the week and then shoots weddings with me on weekends. And she complained a little bit.
Also, she's pregnant.
And she's also...
Yeah.
She's also...
Way to leave that out. She's also carrying another life inside of her. A life you put inside of her.
You think that would give her twice as much energy, but it doesn't work that way, so...
I think it's like less than half as much energy, right?
But she killed it. I mean, you would not have been able to tell on a wedding day that she was pregnant, nor that she was completely emotionally, physically, spiritually drained by the end of the year. So yes, I am thankful for my beautiful wife for putting up with me all wedding season long.
Well, now you're making me look like a piece of crap. I thought we were going to get like the joke stuff out of the way first, but no, you just went straight to thanking your wife after I was like thankful for Yongnuo gear. Jeez.
I'm sure she's hot too.
Man.
Sorry, Steve. I didn't.
Jen, you were number one on my list, Jen. I know you listen to our podcast. I just want you to know that. I just wanted to get jokes out of the way first before I settled down to get serious, baby.
Yeah. I didn't know we were...
Thanks for making me look bad, Dustin.
It's kind of my job, Steve. Kind of my job. So what about you, Steve?
I am thankful that Instagram limits the number of accounts you can have at 5, because I could not run another account on that thing. Oh my gosh. I'm at my limit.
How many accounts are you running?
5. I got Jen's business. Well, Jen's business. I have Jen and I's business. We run it together. I have our podcast account, Dustin. I have my personal account. Then I have my business account. And then I have Jen and I's editing businesses account as well.
Oh, I did not realize the Bespoke Town had an Insta.
Oh yeah, Dustin.
Shows you how much I know. I am thankful for the ability to, on the topic of Bespoke Town, I am thankful for the ability to outsource editing. Because for that, I would be not probably still a wedding photographer.
I love that when you say that, you're giving me this look like I pity you and Jen so much editing other people's work.
No, because it's like anything. If you're good at something, you should do it. And or I shouldn't say if you're good, if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Because I no longer enjoy editing. At least not at the scale that we shoot at when we shoot, 5,000 photos at a wedding.
But you don't edit all 5,000, Dustin. You just edit the ones that are the best.
I know, but it's still daunting. But yeah, it's totally changed my life. I'm tempted even next year to get rid of the calling aspect of things.
Oh, that'd be nice. I'm the one who does all the culling in this family, so.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to you about that come May.
Wait, you want to hire me to do your culling?
I probably can't afford you, but figured it's worth asking.
It would, definitely worth asking. I'm all about getting that money, Dustin. Number 3, I'm so thankful for getting that money. What?
I try to only give my money to Louis Novak.
Oh, man. I guess, ethically, I can't really take your money since part of this podcast.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation for another day.
What else, Steve? Let's give me another thankfulness. Another little tickle for the eardrums of our listeners.
You know what? I was only planning to do 3 of these, and so my third one, the thing I'm most thankful for is my wife.
Oh.
She is amazing. She's the best business partner in the world. She's a fantastic human being. She's not carrying a child within her body like your wife is right now.
Less points.
She's my better half. She constantly pushes me to do better, to shoot better, to be more honest, to be a better human being. I've probably said she pushes me to be a better human being like 8 times now, but I mean,
all I heard was she pushes you.
I'm a piece of shit. I am a piece of shit, Dustin. I need my wife. She makes me not so much of a piece of shit.
So are you the bespoke or the tone?
I'm the space in between the two. Keeping them
Gray
apart.
matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dustin, let me hear it. What's your number 3, your big 3-0 thankfulness?
The big 3-0. It's a great question, Steve. I was thinking about like a piece of gear that's just been really awesome for me this year. And I would have to say, I've got 2. I've got 2 pieces of gear that I picked up this year that I think have been really helpful. And I'm going to...
Wait, let me guess. Is it the Zungles?
No.
Is it the Sunshade?
Have not used it, nope.
Is it the Coolest Cooler?
Don't even have it.
I'm trying to think of more Kickstarter things you invested in.
This one, actually, you can still make fun of me for this one, so don't worry. At the beginning of the year, I went to a Lightroom little workshop thing at the Mystic Seminars in Portland, Oregon, and I learned a lot about Lightroom workflow. And one of the things I learned was that you should have a dedicated solid-state hard drive with your Lightroom catalog on it. And so I started doing that, and it kind of really changed the game for me as far as my speed and efficiency and my mobility as far as traveling from home to off-site. And the hard drive he recommended has been awesome. It is called the Tough Tech hard drive from Crew. It's the same company that makes all the hard drives for like FBI and Homeland Security. And
you're not on that Lacey train? You're not on that Lacey train?
No, I got some of those too, but those are just crazy expensive for the solid state versions.
Yes.
So I mean, I have those that I still carry around with like lots of data, but this is just all that's on this drive is my Lightroom catalog. So at USB 3, it's plenty fast.
You just have one Lightroom catalog?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Steve, we'll have a whole... I'm actually writing a workshop on the local level for Lightroom efficiencies.
You create a new Lightroom catalog for each client, for each wedding.
No. See, that's what I was doing, and then I went to this workshop,
that is so
and my
much more efficient than what you're...
was blown.
No. Oh gosh, It
was put on by one of the guys who actually helped make Lightroom.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later,
okay.
But yeah, that's like saying you only need one library for Final Cut Pro X.
Yeah, the software that's
bogging
going
yourself
out
down
of business.
In the long
run.
Okay. Wait, who went out of business?
Anyways, so the thing you could have made fun of me there, but you obviously forgot because your memory is terrible, is I bought this brand new hard drive shortly after attending this workshop, which happened to be a few weeks before we went to Africa.
That was the one.
And then this was like a $600 hard drive. I shot all of these gorgeous photographs while we were in Africa. Edited that. Steve and I, we really do need to have an episode where we talk about this trip to Africa because we keep referencing it. But anyways,
let's talk about it on the 1-year anniversary.
Okay. We had a tight timeline for the client that sent us over to Africa.
So tight.
And I had to get everything edited photo-wise, and Steve had to get everything edited video-wise on the flight back to the States.
Hey, did both of us make that deadline?
No. Because, well, I did make the deadline for the photos. The only problem was, in order to conserve battery life on my computer, I never exported the photos out of my Lightroom catalog because my computer was about to die on the plane, and I left my hard drive on the plane. So I had all the raw files still on one of the many backup drives we brought. But the Lightroom catalog that I just edited hundreds of thousands, I don't even remember how many, photos on, was left on the final leg of our trip. And
it was a sad day.
Yeah, I was really upset because then I had to pull an all-nighter the next couple nights going through all the photos again. But needless to say, I was so impressed by the hard drive, I bought an exact replica a couple days later.
Because your insurance covered it, right?
No, because my insurance deductible was just about at what the hard drive cost, so it didn't make sense make sure it makes sense to use that. But yeah, so that would be the Crew Tough Tech, and I'm sure Steve will drop notes in the show notes, links, whatever.
I probably won't.
Anywho, and then my second item that we picked up this year, more of a recent purchase, is the Sony A7S II.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been... I know this is a primarily photo podcast, but we dabble in video. And for video, it's been so awesome. And I think I'm picking up the A7R III this year as well. So we'll see.
Ooh, nice.
Well, there's just certain things about the A7S II that I love about the quality, but I wish, because we also have the A6500, as you know, that I wish... Okay, enough Sony talk. You're right,
so
sorry.
Let's wrap that up. And Dustin and I just want to say, the thing that this podcast as a collective whole is the most thankful for is all of you listeners out there.
Absolutely.
You're such special, great people. You've stuck with us through the dick pic jokes.
Steve's terrible audio.
The more dick pic jokes.
Steve's really bad audio.
And then all of the other dick pic jokes. Yeah.
Emojis.
And we can't thank you guys enough for that. So honestly, we just we don't do this podcast for ourselves. I mean, if I could, I would avoid talking to Dustin altogether. But my number 4 thing is I'm thankful for Dustin.
Aw, Steve. Really, really bringing it back. I'm thankful for you, Steve, and all that Eric blood axe that runs through your veins.
Not tonight, buddy. I'm drinking a Storm King from Victory in Pennsylvania. It's an Imperial Stout. It's pretty fantastic.
Off topic, emailed Eric Bloodaxe, and I was like, hey, Eric, can I get any of that in Fort Wayne? And they're like, oh, whoa, we don't go that far north.
Oh, man, I was at the store tonight, and I saw another 4-pack of Eric Bloodaxe. I almost bought it just to ship it to you, and then I was like, I'm not that thankful for Dustin.
I asked him, I was like, is there any way I can get some of that up in Fort Wayne? And they're like, no, man, the farthest we go is, I think, Marion or Muncie. That's what he said.
They probably sell it in Muncie. There's a terrific liquor store in Muncie called Friendly Package that I frequented in college / post-college. They have like the largest collection of beer in the area, just hundreds of beers in their refrigerators.
Speaking of beer and picking packages up.
You're thankful for beer.
I am thankful for beer. And when you go to your holidays, and I'm curious what the listeners do as well, do you take your camera, Steve?
No. I used to. We actually have a bunch of photos we shot like the last few Christmases with my grandma, but I do not... I don't really bring it like for Thanksgiving. Maybe for Christmas we might, but probably not this year. Our iPhone 7s are just so good, we don't feel like
you
we
got
need
an
to
iPhone
bring
7?
Photos. Yeah.
I didn't know that. When did you get that?
Like a week after it came out.
I guess I'm just thinking back to Africa because you didn't have one then. But it wasn't out there.
Yes, it
so
did.
That would make sense.
I had an iPhone 7 in Africa.
So then I did too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I had to teach you how to do like time lapses and stuff on your iPhone?
That's right. Technology escapes me sometimes. Are you doing any Black Friday shopping?
I am not doing any Black Friday shopping this year. I hate it. I absolutely hate Black Friday shopping.
It's getting crazy though, because like a lot of the stores now are allowing not only like Cyber Monday and stuff. Like I saw Target, if you have a Target credit card, which I don't, you can actually start shopping a day early for their deals.
I'll have to tell Jen because she has a Target credit card. Last year we bought a 4K TV at Target for Black Friday.
Yeah, I think TVs are kind of like the notorious like Black Friday deal. I saw a pretty sweet deal I might jump on at Target where it was buy an iTunes gift card and get the second iTunes gift card 30% off.
Mm-hmm.
So you could buy like, $200 worth of, iTunes, $100 and then $100 and get the other one for $70.
Yeah, then you could finally, if you buy $300 worth, you could finally buy yourself Final Cut Pro X, so you stop having to use Adobe Premiere when you're editing video.
Yeah, but that's not going to be around much longer, so. Just wanted to share some deals with our listeners out there if they care. B&H is actually running some pretty good specials, not so much on the Canon side. They do have some good bundles, but they're throwing in battery grips with a lot of their DSLR bodies for free.
Nice.
Yeah, so like you can pick up, I don't even know if this is good because I don't shoot Canon, but a 6D Mark II with a 24-105 with a battery grip for like $2,000.
Wow.
And then on the Nikon side, I'm not even going to talk about Sony because the Sony deals are shit. But on the Nikon side, and I think this deal is unbelievable, correct me if I'm wrong, if I wasn't switching to Sony, potentially, I would pick this up. But they're selling the D750, which is what we shoot with, which is an unbelievable camera, with a 24-120 lens and a battery grip for $2,000. And
how fast is that lens, though, Dustin?
The Nikon one, I think, is an f4. I don't know what the Canon one is.
I mean, as a wedding photographer, an f4 lens is something I'm just going to drop into a trash can. So
the Nikon one's actually not bad. It's definitely not the 2.8, but it's for just if you want a walk around lens that's, you're not afraid to bang up.
That you're going to use outside in sunlight.
Yeah.
Or shade.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good lens to throw to a second shooter or like have as a backup.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's $1,500 off is like the total deal with all that.
Dustin, I will I'll put these crazy deals in the links if you send them to me.
No, that's too much work. You guys just go to bnh.com. It's not rocket science.
B ampersand H is that?
bhphotovideo.com. If you don't know what B&H is, I guess figure it out. It's like the biggest photo video store in the world.
Be thankful that you were listening to this podcast on this Thanksgiving Day. Dustin, I do have one question for you.
Steve, I have an answer for you.
It's the most inane question I think I've ever read. On Yahoo, somebody asked, why don't we have any photos of the Pilgrims and the Indians eating together at the first Thanksgiving?
This is a tricky one. I believe what I've read in history class is that the film they used to shoot those photos was Fuji, and that the ISO and shutter speed that they used to shoot them at the first Thanksgiving was the wrong combination, and so therefore they didn't turn out, the film didn't turn out, and so that's why we don't have it. So,
really? Because I actually heard a differing opinion. I heard that the reason we don't have it is because mirrorless technology didn't exist back then, and all of the Indians and all of the Pilgrims were actually vampires.
Hold on, Steve. I'm looking this up. Okay, here it is. Wikipedia. Oh, okay, this makes more sense. Apparently, when the Pilgrims invited the Indians, they also asked that the Indians bring their cell phone chargers, because the Pilgrims didn't pack cell phone chargers when they came across, and so all their cell phones or iPhones,
rookie mistake.
Androids, etc. were all dead, and the stupid Indians just didn't bring the chargers.
Whoa, Dustin, really? Whoa. I gotta say, that's pretty much saying in favor of bringing an actual camera to your holiday get-together.
Or a cell phone charger.
Because then, you'd have like a battery. You wouldn't have to rely on that cell phone.
It's true. True. Steve's dropping truth bombs on you guys.
Dustin, it has been great sharing this cornucopia of Thanksgiving awesomeness with you today. I'm so thankful that we got to make this super special Thanksgiving holiday episode.
I'm just glad we could stuff in some knowledge into this episode for all you listeners out there.
Stuff it in, baby.
Just slide in cranberry style into another Thanksgiving party while you listen to, I don't know, what do people eat at Thanksgiving?
We're just going to mash this right into your ear, potatoes.
It's been another sweet potato episode with you, Steven.
Yam.
That was good. Well,
I hate to be a turkey, but we got to end this one.
Green bean, agree with you there, Steve. Sprinkle some onions on me for that.
Oh man, that was great. That was fantastic. We're gonna wrap it up. And we'll see you guys. We're going to put out another episode on Sunday, just like normal.
Just because we don't want you panicking.
Don't worry. That Sunday episode, that will be back to our normal format. So it'll be real explicit. Probably back to just 100% talk about dick pics and dick pic emojis.
And who knows, we might talk about photo-related things while we're at it.
How are dick pics not photo-related?
Obviously, they haven't seen your dick. All right, Steve, it's been a great episode, and I'm looking forward to spending Thanksgiving without you. But I'll cheers to that.
I'm so thankful that you are in my life, Dustin. I love you,
Steve. Have a good one, bud.
Later.